Hey, welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome
You
to
gotta
another True Story, bro.
you
Appreciate
gotta start
everybody
it.
here. If you
You gotta
don't
start
know,
it like what's his face?
if you
Steve
don't
Harvey.
know, now you know. That's Echo, man.
Uh-huh.
That's a nickname, and that's Redbeard. You know us now.
You don't know nobody.
Welcome to everybody. We got some beautiful topics to talk about.
Do
Some
we? What are we doing
controversial
about that?
topics. Some crazy topics. But let's start off. Let's start off real quick. Echo.
So my question today is what childhood games have you played when you were younger that can be converted into Squid games?
Mario Party.
What?
Mario Kart? How?
The mini games. There's
Yeah,
even
that's
one where you gotta cut out the like the fucking thing in the rock. You gotta cut out like a design in the rock and shit.
that's
They did
all.
that.
Yeah,
Right? They did that.
that's all. That's all Mario Party is the little collection of mini games.
Mario Party did it first, dog.
But what I mean is, that's funny how you just said Mario Party. Okay, so what I mean is like games like freeze tag.
No, I know what you
Um,
meant, but that's
I know
still
you. I mean, no, that still works. That still
that's a
works. I'm still
collection. That's
no,
a
But
I
how
whole
would
got
you
you.
collection of
kill
shit.
them? But how would you kill them?
Yeah, how would we go about? All right, so
Killing
let's
somebody.
go. Let's go through each childhood playground game
I got a
and
list.
how. And yeah, I do too. And how would you go about making them like deadly?
All right, you go first.
You go
Since
first. Yeah, go ahead.
since
Go
you
ahead.
was talking about it, go ahead, Redbeard.
Okay. So how about did you ever play Kick the Can?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, how Kick
I'm
the
not that
Can
old.
goes.
Sorry, y'all.
Wow. All right.
That's like maybe like a little like 3 or 4 more years older than me.
Well, I
80s.
mean,
It's 80s, bro. Come on. Goddamn.
I'm
I
90s,
mean,
dog.
I mean, a lot of these games. I'm '90s too. A lot of these games just have different names, and you might have, depending on where you're from, you might have known it as something else. So like, Kick the Can is basically like tag and hide and seek, where
Wait, was it?
yeah, because you
Yes.
had you had someone who was deemed it, right?
Right.
And then at the beginning of it, whoever's it has to count. Everyone has to hide. And then whenever you go about finding someone, you put them in like a jail area, right?
Okay.
And then if there's a bunch of people in this little jail area, if you're still one of the people on the outside who hasn't been found, if you go and you kick the can, like that's in a certain area,
Mm-hmm.
everyone who's in jail can come out, and then the game just keeps going like that.
Okay. So kick the can.
So how
How
would
would
you?
you go about? Okay, so because we're talking about how like a Squid Game, like so, how would you go about? How would
Killing
people
people.
die? Let's just how would people die?
Yeah. Like
How would people die?
if they lose, how will they die?
How would they die?
This what the
Maybe I would say I
The
was gonna
person who
say
was it, if they allow, my bad. The person who was it, if they allow someone to kick the can, the person who was it dies.
How?
They just get shot in the face, dog.
yeah.
No, I think something more brutal needs to happen with kick the
Yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah. Shot in the face, man.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
you know.
well, the simplest the simplest would be the person who's it can tag people with a chainsaw.
Wow.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wow.
That's
Wow!
so damn. That's morbid as
Wow!
fuck.
That
I
is
would have never.
brutal.
Oh my
Jesus
god!
Christ!
Okay, but how about this then? How about all right? That may be a little
That's
too
good.
much.
I'm just
I
good.
mean, it's for like comedy's sake. But like, okay, how about
Comedy's
Comedy?
sake.
God
how
damn.
about this? How about this though? Like, okay, instead of if you get caught
Yeah.
and you're put into a little prison area, there's a certain amount of time that passes and then every time that like some one person in the prison area dies, if someone on the outside doesn't kick the can in time,
Like a meat grinder inside the room.
something like
Oh,
that.
bruh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or one of those goddamn ceilings that come down with spikes on it and shit.
Oh,
Or
Goddamn.
it's like
We just speaking about Saul now at this point.
I mean, that's pretty much what, if you think Squid Games is, it's just it's disguised as a kid's game, but just Saw
Yeah.
version.
yeah. Whew. That's
I got one. I
that's a
got
good
one.
Oh, go ahead, Echo. Ooh,
Okay, so
I'm sweating on that one. Hold up.
and it's funny. Me and you were talking about this, Al, last night.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna steal it.
Well,
Freeze tag.
okay,
So
actually freeze niggas.
hell yeah. Like, okay, so this is how it would be. So if the person gets tagged, like the whole floorboard is like grates, kind of like vents that will shoot out like nitrous oxide, like immediately.
Or liquid nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen, yeah. So if the person gets like basically tagged, wherever they're standing, basically will activate and will shoot up liquid nitrogen and freeze them.
That'd be a hard one to control because then you gotta be sure that if you tag somebody, you get the fuck away from them real quick.
so
What?
I had an idea for it. So
Okay, go ahead.
because you stole it, bitch.
I did.
So the person that is tagging everybody, is the one that is like has like a hydro pump, so it's wetting them, and then so so when they in the liquid nitrogen freezes them, it's like they still. So the person has like I guess like a water tank on them, like they're walking around. It's like tag, and he just freezes them. Like the whole vent is on the ground, right? Liquid nitrogen, and they just wet them. So he's tagging them, right? And they just have to stay still. But as they're wet, it's freezing them even colder. I don't.
I'll let you take that one.
Yeah, maybe.
Aloha, Peanut.
What up, Peanut?
That's just
What
like
about-
what was this? Oh, when they was wetting the chick and she was in the freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Okay. What about? Oh, this
Redbeard, you got
is
an
one.
idea? Hold on. Redbeard got an idea. What?
No, I was just laughing at the freeze tag shit. Go ahead.
I was about to say, yo, just about every kid I know, has played Skip It.
Skip it.
Skip it. You know that shit. You know Skip It. Now imagine.
You should buy something for that. The skip it.
Yeah, the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never bought
Monkey bars.
over lava.
Oh, the floor is lava.
No,
yo!
the floor is lava.
The
The
floor
floor
is
is lava. And
lava.
you're playing on the actual lava, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so gruesome.
Well, monkey
Oh, what?
bars,
Lava for real.
you can with the monkey bars. Ever so often, a certain bar could become electrified.
Shit.
So you drop off into that's
Yeah.
How we used to play chicken fight on the monkey bars.
yo.
Oh.
Like if
So
you
you
know
put that shit.
so-
You put that shit over a pit, and then you put two motherfuckers to fight over the monkey bars, and just whoever has the fucking leg and arm strength is the one who's gonna hold out.
Whew.
bruh.
That's like some weird American Gladiator shit.
I was about to say that shit. You know, there's some really good games in American Gladiator that we could bring back.
Kick each other. Peanuts like kick each other.
Like the what was the thing where they had the large ass damn, what's those things called? What's the thing that they used to hit each other with that look like Q-tips?
Yeah, I just call them the foam Q-tips.
Yeah. Now what if those were like like a ball spike on each side.
Well, nigga, that's shit.
Jesus. One punch, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. There would be no thing to it. I would say you would.
Peanut
That's
said pyramid.
I don't remember Pyramid. Anybody
well
remember?
with that one with the American Gladiator one. You would have. That's another one where you would have to like fight on like a small like circle, and then
Mhm.
all around it would be like either spikes or lava. So you just got to knock the other person
Acid.
out.
Right.
Wow.
Jesus.
you came on. You came on this motherfucker in a dark mood.
All right, man, other nickname. What about you? You got one?
Um, damn, I just had one because I was thinking of Floor's lava. That would have been, actually have lava around. What about a hot potato with a live grenade?
Yeah. Nigga, that one comes straight out of fucking Mario Party. And
Yeah.
Oh my god.
you actually had to do that shit with a bomb.
Oh, Jesus.
And remember, live grenades. You only got 5 seconds until it lands on somebody
Well, I
and
mean,
blows up.
obviously, it would kind of be, I guess, a little modified so that way there's a little bit of time so you
Well,
can
like
show
a
your face
syntax?
a little more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, depending, really depends.
It needs to be small because it can't be no square. That shit will
Oh,
take out the whole group.
A hot potato with a
Something
syntax
small.
grenade, because that shit sticks. So you like,
Something small. You
Well,
get
no,
to your face and you just start
then that's
chucking
just
grenades.
you could have like a grenade that has like a longer fuse, and
Yeah, yeah.
then you just fucking chuck that around. And then, as an incentive, you gotta be like, listen, and if any of you motherfuckers drop this shit, you gonna get shot right in the face. So don't fucking be on some asshole shit like, nah, don't throw that shit over here. I ain't catching that shit.
what if the grenade drops, right? And it's like needles come out and just kill everybody.
How the hell would you do Duck Duck
I
Goose?
don't know.
I
Duck,
mean,
duck
think about it. If you do Duck Duck Goose,
with a gun. It
well, you
works.
can do it with a gun. Oh wait, you can do spin the bottle with a gun.
You would have to do it with
That's
a knife.
Russian roulette. Wait, wouldn't that be Russian roulette?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically.
You would have to do it with like a knife or something.
Oh
Duck,
You
yeah,
duck,
had to
goose.
actually, you'd actually have to run around and catch the person.
that's true.
You
And
do
then
it with a
stab him to death.
Oh.
Yeah, you do it with a gun. You could just stand there and be like, yeah, you okay? Yeah, keep running. He's the
Yeah,
shot.
but that'll be interesting. You have a knife, and then you have to run after him and then stab him to death, basically.
But Harold. What's that one? What's that one, Peanut? But with Harold's. Okay. I mean, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go back to my skip it thing.
Go ahead.
And use like almost like skip it with a chainsaw, bro.
Bruh. So if you miss, you're just cutting off your limbs.
Yep. You will cut your own goddamn foot off.
Yeah, you better be good then.
Not
You
if
better
it's-
be good then.
Not if it's modified where both legs are in, right? And then and you're moving and everybody else has to jump.
Ooh.
Jesus.
That's
And your prize is to be left there to bleed out.
Oh, shit. I think you should be in the Saw movies.
Yo, got some ideas, yo.
I'm pretty sure you do. What about Manhunt? I mean, they did that in the video game, so
Yeah. That's a fun
Yeah, but that's
one
like you chase someone and you beat them half to death. So
all right. What about rock paper scissors?
I mean, yeah, it's rock paper scissors, and then
You throw that rock, you fucked.
so you get a rock to throw at someone, you get a pair of shears instead of scissors.
Yeah.
So that way you could just get
So
rid
you
of
get
someone.
rock, paper, scissors, right?
But what about the paper?
Insane paper cuts.
You know what would be crazy if people choose paper. What if
Sandpaper?
what if the paper is wrapped, right? And it has a key, and the key is access to a gun.
That's low,
Now,
dude.
now, see, personally, I wouldn't give guns to anybody in Squid Games. I'm sorry.
Start taking. I'll take myself out at that point. Nah, fuck this.
Damn.
um,
Thing.
I heard about this other one called the parachute game. Little kids play this.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a shit where they throw it. They all of them throw it all the way up, and then they all gotta run in and run back before it comes down.
But then the inside of the parachute has some shit in it that if you get stuck under it, you're fucked.
but what does it have underneath it?
Yeah, I think it should have like honey in there. So when they try, no, even better.
Fire ants.
It should have like fucking like it said fire ants.
You'll be
It should-
flipping them shits around.
Exactly. How the hell
At
would you
that point,
control
everybody's
that?
gonna catch him.
No, it should have something like some type of glue. So if you do get stuck down there, like say your arm gets stuck and you try to rip it off, some of your skin comes off. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, bro, that already gets done in the hood. People put rocks or glass beside the snowballs, so that's already been done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
True.
That is what is called a hood
As
snowball fight.
Peanut said,
Yep.
what about snowball fights? When the ball is thrown, it gets pop out, spikes pop out.
Yeah. Not fun.
Speaking of that,
gets done in the hood already, dog.
We used to do that shit. We did that shit with like them fucking them like the dirt balls. It used to be like balls of dirt, and you would throw it at people, and the shit when it hit you, it would just fucking explode into a bunch of dirt. But then some motherfuckers that actually throw real goddamn rocks.
Oh shit.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
That's never fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one hit me in my eye. So
Ew.
that's why my eye is lazy.
How about well, when little English kids used to play, they used to call it blind man's bluff, but we also called it blind chicken. It's basically tag, but whoever's it has a blindfold on. They can't fucking see.
Ooh.
Like Marco Polo.
I
Somehow,
was gonna say I'll take it one further. Marco Polo, but
Yeah.
but everybody's blindfolded.
With guns.
No
Why?
guns.
Why? What guns?
This is
Is that with guns?
that right there is a real hood raised nigga right there. He just wants guns.
With guns.
I just want guns in every game, nigga. Give me a gun.
What about dodgeball?
Ooh.
With
Oh,
guns.
dodgeball.
With guns.
Oh, dodgeball, nigga. Dodgeball. But man, you gotta have like one of those goddamn spike balls that this nigga Waka was throwing in Final Fantasy X.
This is Peanut is bringing that post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Yeah, he is. But we appreciate you in
balls,
the chat, Peanut.
The balls could be soaked with acid.
What happened?
Ooh.
So how about this? Instead of like two teams against each other,
Right.
it would have like a machine that shoots out a fucking deadly ass ball, and then you just have to dodge the shit out of it.
But the whole thing about you have to catch it though too, right?
No, because it's basically every man for themselves, and the machine is just launching balls at you.
And if you
Bro,
like,
is that Nick Arcade in the back?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I just started giving a little ambiance. But you basically have like a set period of time, and if you survive it, then you basically move on to the next game. That's a good one.
Now you know what? Instead of just all the balls being acid, each ball should be different assorted balls.
Yeah.
So one should be acid, one should be an explosive one. One should have like spikes or some blades on it. Like it
Yeah.
should be some really fucked up ones.
Some of them could be instant death, and some of them could be like it'll injure you, and you just got to keep surviving.
Right, right.
And guess what? One of them has a secret compartment for a gun.
You stupid!
It has a zipper
I hate
like
him.
Oh my god!
By
Said
some
one of them-
amazement, if you're able to catch the ball, there's a gun.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
Like, fuck it.
It saves yourself from elimination.
Okay, so
That's
Peanut
that's one
said,
way to survive.
What about Foursquare? I'm trying to figure out. I don't
What's
know.
four squares?
I don't think I've ever played
Me
Foursquare.
neither.
I've heard of it, but I never played it. It's basically you draw out four giant squares,
Uh-huh.
and like they're all connected, and it's something with a ball.
Alright, this ball game is played on a square court, further divided into 4 smaller squares numbered 1 through 4. One player stands in each of the squares with the highest ranked player in number 1, lowest in number 4. You bounce the ball among the players, bouncing once in the other player's square before that person catches it. When I played this as a kid, we had countless additional rules to choose from. The person in square 1 got to choose the rules. Anyone who violates the rules would have to move down in the ranking or be eliminated with another player rotating into square 4. Shit, so you have so you bounce the ball among the players, bouncing once in the other person's square before that person catches it. So you got to bounce it and then catch it, but then there's additional rules. I'm not 100% sure how you go
Yeah.
about.
I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to play this game. Actually,
Depends on the additional rules.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how to play this one. That one.
Mm-hmm.
What about I forgot the game where you throw the ball up against the wall and somebody catch it, like you, and if you drop it, you somebody catch it, gotta hit you in the ass or something like that, or hit you.
Hit you in the ass.
Yeah, Wallsies.
There you go. What about that?
Oh shit, that one.
Damn.
The balls had to be explosive.
And nothing with a gun.
So the person drops the ball, and then the other person has to peg you with it. That ball turns into like a fucking ninja star.
Like it's a ball, right? But when it bounces off and you catch it, if you drop it, right, you have it like it almost activates on its own, and you have to hit somebody. Because if you don't hit nobody, your hand is just blown off.
Oh shit!
Jesus
These are
Christ.
the real specialized goddamn balls that we're throwing into these games.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, there has to be something.
Yo, what about something simple as Simon Says?
I was gonna say Simon Says, but I'm thinking like, yeah, they used to call it. They used to call it handball.
Handball,
well,
yeah,
handball,
that's right. That's right.
Thank you, Peanut.
A lot of these games, we in different areas of where you come from, they just call it different names. Well, I used to know it as Wallsies.
Now, what about what's it? Heads Up or 7-Up or something like that?
Heads Up, 7-Up.
Oh,
Yeah,
Heads Up,
7-Up.
That was a classroom game.
I played ass up. And I was
No, shut up. Ass up.
With a gun, right?
With a gun.
With a gun.
With a gun.
Here's another thing. What about those clapping games like Miss Mary Matt and like bubblegum in a dish and all that other shit? The fucking shit that you always see those when you were in school, you always see those girls fucking do those rhythm ass hand hand movements and shit.
Yeah. So I got a scenario for that one.
Yeah, patty cake.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they have to sit on a mine, right? And if they fuck up, right?
Oh shit!
If they fuck up, boom, they both die.
God damn! But that's gonna have to be a very low explosive. But damn, you want to kill both of them? That's fucked up.
They both fuck up.
But
there's no saving grace in this shit.
No. Just make it simple.
That
Yeah,
is
Just have
simple.
no. Just have two guys,
Ooh.
two of the triangle guys behind each of them with a pistol at their head.
There ain't gotta be guys playing it.
there has to be there
You
has
know
to
what I mean?
but there has to be with somebody who survives the game because they got to move on to play another game.
True, you're right. Well, maybe the
Hell yeah, they fucking would. No, that's all girls played back then was them goddamn hand clap games.
That's true.
I'd be mad as hell. Like I gotta do this shit. Nah, I don't know. I don't have the
So
dexterity
then
for
just let the women play that game and give them gloves with razor blades.
that. What the fuck?
what?
So if they fuck up, they're just cutting each other up. Fingers
Oh,
just falling
shit.
off and shit. Ta, 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 ta.
Oh, God.
Cause they be fucking. They used to fucking Blaze do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They'd be like, do slide and shit like that.
Well, what
thought
if they
handshakes were
do it
hard.
on mines and
Shakes so hard.
if they finish one of the things deactivate, but they have to step away within a certain amount of time, and the other one explodes.
No,
Like
I mean,
they're
actually, if
attached
they both win,
no, if they're
they,
attached to it, basically like it's on them, right? It's
yeah.
on them, and they're doing it right, and whoever fucks up, right? The person that didn't fuck up, they gotta get away from that person, and the other one blows up. It's just an idea.
Personally, I kind of like the thing where they have like a little explosive like
Collar.
collar.
There you go.
So if they lose, literally it explodes right here.
Yep.
Like it explodes on both ends, and just like that's it.
Oh, that works. And if you really hate a motherfucker, you gonna grab him and fuck you. You gonna die with me.
You stupid.
Hey.
No. What about hide and seek?
Huh.
This basically be like manhunt and shit like that.
I mean, but funny thing is, it can work. I do
With
know
guns.
that. Oh my god!
I mean,
Enough in your guns, bro.
but hide and seek can work.
Yeah, hide and seek can work. Like if, like you can have it as whoever's it or be one of the folks who gets to hide. It like depends on like what stage of the game hide and seek would be played in, but I doubt it'll be earlier. Early on. You know how they had the 456 participants.
Right.
If they still had that, it'll depend on the rules. So it'll be like do the people who get found get killed, or does the person who's it have to find a certain number of people before they get killed?
Well, if not yet, Peanut. Now that you bring it up, I think it will work better. It says hide and seek, right? What if
Yeah.
they were in a dark area that was completely black, and uh, and they have like this little light on them, right? And the light indicates where people are at, right? So, and if it's lights up a different color, everybody just try to find those people. You have to. It'd be teams, actually. I'm trying to think of it, but I can't like in a murderous content way.
But no, that's no, but that's what I was saying. Would it be like because some of these games are from simple ass games with simple ass rules, and hide and seek. You find the person who's it has to find everyone.
Yeah.
So think about it. Do the people who get found get killed, or does the person who's it have a certain time limit to find a certain amount of people before they die?
I think the time limit will definitely come in practice.
That would be interesting. So let's just say they had like a kind of like a vest that kind of, I don't know, that may heat up as the time goes
Yeah.
to extreme temperatures, almost melting them in a way.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so they would have to. So let's just say there's 200 people, and you only have to find 20, but it takes place in a small town, like a small town environment,
Okay.
kind of like Nuketown,
Oh wow.
but
Okay.
bigger. Because you got 400, you got say like 200 people. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of motherfuckers to find.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but you only need to find 20 to survive
Ooh.
within 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so Peanut mentioned King of the Hill.
Yes, he did.
With
Oh.
guns.
With guns. Oh, that's called Call of Duty.
Take it.
Oh, gosh.
Bang bang.
And while you're running around shooting, the King of the Hill theme is playing.
God damn it, Bobby.
Oh, shit.
The
Yo, it's,
the
you know what's
got-
funny? Like
Right.
I'm thinking about all these fucking kids games that we used to play. It's do you remember do you remember any
Oh no, Redbeard, there's a wolf hunting you.
do you remember any of like the rhymes that you would sing whenever you had to put your foot in to guess who was out? Like everybody put their foot in a circle and then
Oh
they
my
would be
god,
like
yes.
they would be like okay, so they would have like eeny meeny miny mo or bubble gum in a dish.
How many?
Oh, we had one Inky Binky Bonky.
Yeah.
Inky Binky Bonky.
Yeah,
I never heard that one.
it was Inky Binky Bonky. Daddy had a donkey. Donkey died. Daddy cried. Inky Binky Bonky.
God.
Oh, shit. Man. Oh, wow.
Bubble
I've never
gum,
heard of that
bubble
one.
gum in a fish. How many? Wow.
In a dish.
In a
Yeah.
dish, in a fish.
Whatever.
Okay, so
I
Peanut
remember that.
says
Hill,
King,
but with hatchets. Oh my god.
in that village scene and certain houses in the hill spot
For about 30 seconds.
for about
That
wow.
works. Damn, Peanut,
Wow.
you dark as fuck.
Wow.
You must have thought
Wow.
of this shit.
Bruh.
Hatchets.
Hatchets. I'm okay
Several though. Because I'm gonna be throwing my shit like tomahawk.
Oh
You
shit.
got
Oh
to go.
my god.
You got to go
Yo.
and fucking catch it and pick that bitch up.
What about Monkey in the Middle?
Monkey in the middle.
Oof.
How do you get? What was Monkey in the middle?
Because Monkey in the Middle, if you're the one in the middle, they're like kind of keeping a ball away from you. So they're like throwing the ball to the next person. So and if the monkey catches it if the monkey catches the ball from whoever last threw it, that person's out.
Oh, okay. So
And then they switch.
that was keep away.
Yeah, basically keep
What do
away.
you call it? Keep away.
Yeah.
Which brings
Yeah.
us back to hot potato.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh, what about kill the man with the ball?
Oh.
Remember
What?
that?
Holy shit!
Ooh.
I mean,
You
the
remember-
name itself.
Isn't that just football?
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah, basically. But it was very simplified. Whoever was brave enough to get the ball, everyone went after them.
Yeah, it's football without no linemen.
Almost like a scene from Snowpiercer.
Ooh.
Oh. Now you talking about the movie, right? Not that TV show. Because there was a TV show of Snowpiercer. That's why.
There was? Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Dang.
What about musical chairs?
Peanut mentioned that.
Musical chairs. Well, if you don't catch a chair, you're fucking.
electric-
Okay, so I'm trying to keep. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it away from guns. even though, because like in Squid Games, everyone just died by gunshot, basically. So
Not everybody, but
no, not
Oh
everybody. You would fall to your death and shit. But yeah, musical shit. Like if you had like they put bomb collars on you, and if you don't get a chair, if you were the only one with a chair, if you were still standing, your fucking head would just explode.
yeah, but what's preventing you from jumping on everybody else and exploding?
no, think about it this way. Make it like this. In musical chairs, put it in a little like like a little dome area or something like that. And
Yeah.
it has breakaway floors. So whoever doesn't have a seat, it opens the floor underneath them and they fall.
Oh, and
Oh
the
yeah.
floors come back up when it's doing the game. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Right into acid.
Or whatever. Because it'll just be complete darkness and they just fall. We are fucked up.
Yeah.
Musical chairs, but the one stands floor giveaway. Yeah, that's what I said too. Yeah, they fall to their death.
Oh yeah, I remember. Kill the man with the ball was called Smear the Queer too.
What's it called?
Smear
Smear
the
the
Queer.
queer. That's what it was called. The that game
Yeah,
Smear the
they,
that
they
that
had
he's
they
talking
had
about.
they had Kill the Man with the Ball, Smear the Queer, and then it had so many different fucking names.
I heard.
I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know
oh,
why. I don't know why you were a queer when you had the ball though.
Yeah, I don't
I
understand.
don't get that either.
Wait. I get it.
Gentlemen, we
I
have a
get it.
special guest.
I get it.
Do we?
Hey,
Yeah,
Sasha.
Hey.
Hey,
What's up? What's up?
What's
I'm
up, bro?
glad you made it, Saka, because we got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is it? It wouldn't happen to me about these Squid Games, would
Yep.
it?
So the question is,
hmm
can you think of any childhood games that you can remember that can have a Squid Game variant to it?
No guns.
No guns.
No, I think Al has exhausted the guns.
Yeah.
uh, nah, man. I don't even think like Manhunt can fuck with that shit. So no. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm tapped out in terms of that department. There's nothing
Really?
even, yeah, nothing even close to like anything like that.
Oh, we were naming a whole bunch of shit.
That's because we all have murder intent somehow.
Yeah.
for the last 40 minutes.
Yeah, truly. But okay. So wait.
Yeah, I know. I know,
Let's see.
Peanut. I know.
Okay. Okay.
But like this, Peanut, I still won. But anyway.
You stupid. All right. So I guess I think we pretty much got all the games that we can think about.
There's quite
Yeah.
a few.
I'm sure there's more, but we do have one more topic that we're gonna talk about. Take it away, Al Torano Robinson.
Jesus Christ, my government. I already talked about murder intent. You want my name on this shit? Don't do that. Anyway, we're talking about Dave Chappelle's. I don't know if anybody's seen Closer, but there's a lot of controversy around Dave Chappelle.
Closer.
What I mean, when isn't there? But it seems like they're trying to cancel him and get the Closer removed from Netflix. Because he said some things towards the trans community, and the trans community did not take it well at all. And yeah, so there's that. I have something to say about it. I'm not gonna go off first, but
I'd rather you go first, to be honest. I need to hear what you
I'm
got
gonna go
to say.
last because
Yeah,
okay.
but probably not everybody has seen it, so we kind of want to hear your take on it first.
So I watched the Closer, and right off the bat, it's a Dave Chappelle special, so I know I'm gonna laugh, right? So I laugh
Right.
about all his shit,
Right.
even some of the gay jokes, even some of the trans ones.
A lot of it.
I'm sorry, I have a funny bone, so I just laugh.
Right.
And it's funny to me, I laugh. So the first thing he said was, not the first thing he said. He said some things about the baby, how kind of a comparison of how the baby killed somebody, uh, and his nothing happened to his career, basically, right? But as soon as he said something about gay people, he was complete. He was canceled, basically, and he said
What?
he was canceled, and basically like he
He shot a nigga in Walmart and nothing happened to his career.
yeah, nothing happened. He said, that's what he said. He said the baby shot a nigga at Walmart and nothing happened to his career. But as soon as he said something about gay people, which was stupid, I'll admit, he said something really stupid. His career got canceled. He said it's funny how you can shoot a nigga and nothing happens to you, but as soon as you mention uh something, if you mention something uh towards gay people, you're canceled.
Hmm.
So in that aspect, I thought about it. I'm just like, well, in some ways he's right, in some ways he's wrong, because the baby killed somebody in self-defense, so he never went to jail for something like that. So it was and then what the baby said was very negative towards gay people, because to me the baby is a hypocrite, because when he's talking about, oh, gay dudes sucking dude like, because he was at a concert, I forgot what festival it is. He's like, gay dudes sucking dick in the parking lot, all this other shit, and you get AIDS and all this other shit. I'm saying to myself, like, hold up, you ain't gonna sit here and talk about gay people doing that shit when straight people do that shit in the parking lot too, and get they dick suck and fuck and do all that shit. I'm just saying, don't be on some hypocrite shit, because not all gay people do that, not all straight people do that, but the ones who do, they do it. I'm just saying, it's tit for tat.
He never
Hmm.
used the term gay though or anything like that.
What are you talking about?
He just said things and people took it as that's what he said. He was talking directly to the gay community, but he never once used the gay term. He never
But you
said
know what
gay
he meant.
motherfucker or nothing like that.
My thing is, the baby's a fucking hypocrite when it comes to that shit.
I'm not defending him. I'm just saying like he
Yeah,
never
but
said
he directed
those words, and
it
people felt
towards
like they
gay
were
people.
being targeted.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's stupid. First of all, what he said, and
Cancel
it is,
culture in
and
general is stupid.
yeah, but it was dumb, and I was like, I got offended by that. It was like, how the fuck you gonna say that shit? I got offended at the fact of him being a hypocrite saying that shit, because not for nothing, not for nothing, when just saying it out loud, when rappers have their parties and shit, they out there fucking bitches too, and they got roadies, they got the homeboys with them and all this other shit. They out fucking bitches and too, out wrote groupies and shit too. So let's not like point the finger at the gay community, act like they out there doing all this shit. Y'all doing it out there too. So he's a fucking hypocrite. But
Okay,
that's
but what did he what was he accusing gay people of doing then?
you
Like,
talking about the baby.
what is he accusing gay people or LGBT community of
He was
giving
accusing
everybody AIDS or something?
he's accusing gay people of having having sex in, like, I guess at the festival that he was at, and this and that, and catching AIDS.
Mm,
Right.
okay,
And I'm saying, like, how you gonna do that when straight people do the same shit
right,
at
okay,
these festivals? So
Right.
he's being a fucking hypocrite.
okay.
So I didn't care, like, I got what Dave was saying, but it still was like, well, I didn't find out I didn't find out it was a self defense until after the fact. I was like,
Right.
word, he killed somebody. Let me search this shit. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, it's self defense. Okay. Well, how does that? Okay, but
That makes it a completely different situation at that point.
yeah, exactly. It kind of changes it.
Can't ruin
So,
his career if it was self defense.
yeah.
But I
So,
think I think what Dave Chappelle was trying to get out, was trying to illustrate, is that there's a very clear disparity
yeah. Oh,
in
I got it.
terms of how one can be very easily canceled and labeled as someone who people shouldn't fuck with if they say anything about the LGBT community, rather than someone who decides to say anything bad about the black community.
Right.
and that's mostly what Dave Chappelle was trying to get out there.
Right. And my thing was just that, and when it comes to the baby saying that dumb shit, I agree with like I don't agree with canceling somebody's career, but I do agree with like that nigga should have been like careful with what he said because that was some real fucked up shit. Really homophobic shit too, because to me he's a fucking hypocrite when he said that shit.
Sure.
But the other thing that he was talking, Dave was talking about was which struck me that he had a situation where he was somebody was recording him, right? A gay person was recording him, uh, and then it was a white gay person was recording him, and then they called the cops on him, right?
Yep.
The thing that struck me was just like he used his white privilege to his advantage, and I'll admit certain gay white people do it. And I know because I've been a part. I've been in situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
So was he wrong? No, he wasn't. And there's a clear fact. He said this too. He said if there was a black gay person that they're doing that, they wouldn't call the cops because they know better. They know the cop ain't gonna come there like, oh look, it's
I don't know.
it's the gay
I don't
person.
know that that's completely true. I think he was more. I think he was more talking about like if he was black, he wouldn't have called. But also, I think old school gays probably wouldn't have done the same thing either. Like because you got these new school dudes who are very litigious.
Nah, when it comes to the black community and
And it's
being
not
gay,
even it's not even just gay people. There's straight motherfuckers are that way too. Very litigious. There's not a lot of motherfuckers who would square up and fight these days.
That's
And
true.
that's fucking bullshit.
you're saying that it don't matter what it was. You think it
That's
was
a
just
fucking
somebody
literally
would have
not.
just called the cops. I don't know. I have a different opinion. I don't think if you were black and gay and this thing was happening, I don't think a gay black person would have called the cops. I really don't think so.
Probably not.
Okay.
But here's the other thing too. Is like he was talking about his own situation.
You're right. His own situation. Right.
And for him to be stuck in that situation was especially bad because of all the shit that he had going on with gays and being called a transphobe. So now being in a situation where he's in almost fisticuffs with a gay dude who he didn't think was gay before he actually ran up on him.
You're right. And
So
had
I
the
mean,
camera ready for him too. You know.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and
And
that's
he and he
another
and he, and he
that's
knew
another
he
thing.
should
That
have
was
tried to.
entrapment. That was entrapment.
It was
They was
entrapment.
trying
Right.
to because he was a celebrity and they were trying to trap that nigga into doing some shit.
And he went for it.
He
So
absolutely did. That
he
nigga
He
said
went
did.
for it.
he absolutely did. He's like, it's not my first radio, but I fell for that
Went for
shit.
it. And so here's the problem I have with that is the entrapment of certain people. Like when it comes to these celebrities or even these politicians. Some of
Mm-hmm.
these politicians get entrapment, especially like was it Alex Jones did some shit at the airport with Bernie Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the
Mm.
fuck is that? And they did something recently to what do you call it? I forgot. But the biggest entrapment was January 6th. Let's not even go there.
What was January 6th?
Yeah.
What was January 6th? I'm genuinely
For
asking.
him and the viewers, just let it be known.
So on what happened on January 6th, we the Trump supporters staged
Mhm.
a coup of our government.
Right. Okay.
Oh, yes, that
And
to the Capitol.
they set up a noose for Mike Pence and outside on the Capitol lawn.
Mm.
The
I don't pay
we
attention.
killing this nigga and Nancy Pelosi and
Shit,
AOC
bro.
and
I swear to
everybody
God,
else. So
Right.
there's that. But I'm just saying, like
I'm the worst.
people get in some celebrities and politicians get in this entrapment, and it's really fucked up. Some deserve it. No, not even. The insurrection. There you go, Peanut. The insurrection.
Yes, it was definitely an insurrection.
But anyway, back to the date thing. Like when he started talking about his when he started talking about trans, he started doing trans jokes. When he said he was like, trans women all women, but it's not real pussy. It's fake pussy. You know, it's not blood. It's beet juice.
He said it's beyond pussy or
Because it's
impossible
beyond
pussy.
pussy. It's beet juice. Yeah, and I was just
It's
like,
not blood. It's not blood. It's beet juice. Okay, who watched it? Did everybody see it? Did everybody here see it?
I've seen
I
it.
had.
Yeah,
You saw
I
it?
did. I saw it.
Hold on.
I saw
Before,
that
before
Hold on,
you
hold on.
say
I
anything,
just want to.
I
I
need
know.
to see it. I need to see
before,
it.
Oh, you
before,
didn't see it? Okay.
all right,
I
before you
wanted to
say
ask
anything,
you.
hold up.
Okay,
Hold up.
no. It was just one. I'm gonna let you get back to it. It's just
Yeah.
one very quick thing.
Yeah,
In that exact part,
yeah,
if you look into the crowd, everybody is laughing except these two very full, very white faces in the middle of the fucking thing who are
right,
just stone faced. I was like, oh, there they are. The
right.
fucking there's the
So
insurrection.
I'll admit, I'll
Wow.
admit, I did laugh,
It was
and
funny.
because uh,
The delivery was funny.
exactly,
Mm.
delivery was
How could
funny,
you
but
not?
at the same time, it was like I was like, wait, it's not. It's the way he said it in like I know he wasn't being like it, some people think he was being transphobic, but I was just like,
He
it's
said
funny,
many
but
times that
you
he is
know,
transphobic.
I laughed. I'll admit I laughed. You know, I would say there's some jokes that fell flat, which was when he said space shoes. I was like, ooh.
That nigga he kept hammering that
He
joke. He
did
said,
it too. He did it twice, and I was
yeah,
like,
no, he kept hammering that joke. He said, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it again.
yeah. I was just like that fell flat on me. I was just like,
But
ooh.
that's why I love him as a comedian. When he says whatever he thinks is fucking funny, and I'm sorry, it that's
But
I don't think comedy should be fucking, especially comedy. It should not be fucking censored whatsoever fucking ever. I'm sorry.
I mean, like I said, this like the whole special to me. Like I laughed at some things, but I also he also made me really think about a lot of things, especially when he talked about the racism in the gay community. Now,
Hmm.
there's a lot I can say about the racism in the gay community.
We don't have
Um,
time for that.
I know we don't have a lot of time for that, but at the same time, it's like he was not wrong when you're talking about the racism within the gay community because not for nothing, like when we talk about gay rights and everything, like most like when it talks about pride, you know, gay pride and everything, like it was in the Stonewall riots. He talks about when he said I want those old gays, the Stonewall riot dudes, but he don't he I hope he realized that it was started by a transgender woman, a black and Latino transgender women. So you know when he was saying that, I was kind of like, you know, I'm not. I think he missed the point, but then he delivered another point. You know what I mean? It's like there was hit and miss for me. There is racism in the gay community, especially when it comes to you know our white counterparts who are thrown way in the front before the black gay people are. You know, that's that is actually something that actually happens.
There's a lot of social diversity too amongst the gay community.
Yeah, definitely a lot of
Like a lot of,
diversity.
yeah, like I have like hanging out with you a lot and seeing the crowds around you and stuff like that. I do see, and hearing from you as well. I do see like certain there's certain social groups that stick to each other,
Yep.
and they kind of side eye other ones,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah. Oh
know,
heavenly, especially
like the bears, the twinks, and all these other things
e-
that you hear
right.
about.
So when it comes to the Bears, everybody thinks there's a big hairy white man. So somebody that looks like man has no nickname. Oh, that one.
Okay.
Like he would, I'm like he would be he's not white, but he would fit the mold, right? So when it
Right.
comes to like somebody that like was like, oh, I like bears, who you think they would look at? They wouldn't look at me. They do they probably look right at you know, man has a nickname first because of his complexion,
Hmm.
right?
But
But
that's not only in the gay community. That's everywhere.
That's true.
but hold up, but in the gay community, it's a lot worse. And
I
I'm talking about
mean,
experience. It's
okay.
a lot worse when you're in the gay community because there's a lot, and I would say it got better, but it's not there yet. And I think that's what Dave was alluding to. Like,
Yeah, but going back to Dave Chappelle, when he was talking about his friend Daphne and
yeah,
how and Daphne was in the one thing that really hit me as a when Daphne was in the crowd and Dave said I don't know what you're talking about, and that's the one time that Daphne got mad at Dave, and she said, I don't need you to understand me, I need you to respect that I'm having a human experience.
right.
And that's all that I can't really go with, oh well, in the gay community it's a lot worse, because honestly, being profiled for your skin color is a human experience. It's
Yeah.
not just it's
Yes, it
not
is.
just gay, it's not just gay, it's not just this, it's not just that, because we have friends, we have straight I have straight friends. I have one who I live with who fucking couldn't get girlfriends because he was attracted to these girls and they didn't like the color of, they didn't like how dark his skin was. So it's not just a gay thing.
That's
It's a
true.
human experience.
Yeah,
Mm, mm.
It just feels differently to the individual. The individual sometimes may think it's worse in their situation than
right.
another. So it's really
It really boils
every
down.
every
Go ahead,
every
Samuel.
every I'm sorry,
No, go
I
ahead,
just
go ahead,
want to put
finish,
this
finish,
out.
finish.
Every spectrum of sexuality has their version of some type of racism towards when it comes to uh, having a romantic or a whatchamacallit, a
Significant other.
yes, thank you.
Mm.
So
I had a joke, but I don't want to say it. Go ahead.
okay,
What did
okay,
you
no, no,
say?
no, it's fine.
I said
No, he's
I had a joke, but I don't want to say it right now.
Mm.
no,
Those
but yeah, like no, I know Redbeard, I know exactly who you're talking about, and that has been for years that he had to go through that, and it sucks.
Mhm.
Mm.
You Roundhouse,
I've been
you've
there.
seen I
I
know,
sat there a while.
but yeah, you've been there with him too, and you've seen that shit happen
And
at
he been
first.
there, and he been there with me and saw it too.
That's
Yeah,
Clear
true.
as day.
That's
that's
He's like,
true.
did
exactly.
that shit happen? Yeah, it said
That's
so.
true. And
Yep.
sadly, the shit does happen,
Yeah,
and
Well,
but the
discrimination doesn't pick favorites.
right.
correct.
And I think Dave was alluding to that as well when his special, also too, when he talked about his friend Daphne. Now that that hit me.
I
That
was
hit
gonna
me
ask you.
hard too because
Yeah, I
the
was gonna ask
the
you that.
support he did, the support he's doing, and not to mention Daphne's family is also backing Dave, saying that he's not transphobic. You know, he is still he's not transphobic. Is like, they support him. And that says a lot because they can be like, well, he's transphobic and all this other shit.
Yeah,
But
truly.
but the fact that he's helping the family out because Daphne committed suicide. Now that struck me.
Yeah,
That
that
really
hit
hurt.
me real
That
hard when I
struck me,
heard
and
that.
I see the anger a little bit in him when he said,
Mm.
"Where was the community when Daphne was going through this stuff? Where was that? Where was the community doing that?" And I could see the anger in him.
The community was the one who drove her to it, but
Yeah,
he was
she
also mad at
she
her.
stuck up for him, and then the trans and gay community dragged her over Twitter
Right,
Yeah,
and
because he
drove
was
her to suicide.
because she
Yeah,
was defending him.
yeah,
And like, even if he even said, like, I put her on, she sucked.
yeah.
But the fact that he continued to do it shows big props. Now, I'm not saying that you know the whole thing was all like, yay, it was great. It had its moments. It had its funny moments. It had its cringe moments. It had its political moments, right? And it had its racism moments. But it was just like, you had to really go back and watch the whole thing and really think about it. That's why I came to because my first initial thought was like, fucking it's Dave Chappelle. Yeah, he said his shit. Then I thought I was like, wait a minute, hold up, let me watch it again. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can see how people are upset with what he said in some, but at the end, it kind of like solidified everything. He said, I am not doing another gay or trans joke until we are all one. And that way all can laugh. Right.
Hmm.
And I think sometimes when if you're a comedian, there's a line. And I think sometimes, and I think when it comes to the trans community, like, where is the line drawn? Now where's the line drawn? But I will say this about, there have been more Black and Latino trans women that have died, you know, for the last couple of years. And there are tragedies that should not be happening, but that's been a one thing. It's like a lot of these uh, trans women have been dying because of, the people that,
I mean, it's mainly acceptance,
yeah, it's really acceptance. It's hard to. I'm sorry, it's hard to really talk about it for me because it's like I know a couple of them that have passed away. Actually, some that lived in here in North,
Yeah.
and just living a life, and they just get shot, and just because they're living a life, no interaction with this person, don't know this person, they just get shot. And there's the the transphobia thing, that whole aspect of it. And we gotta really do. I think we gotta do better in the Black community, Latino community, and
We got to do better in in
in
every
every
community.
community.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
overall,
Definitely.
Yes, it's going. Yes, it's a scary thing for certain people to kind of understand and to get wrap around their head, but it's here and it's here to stay. So fuck it, move on
Yeah.
and go to the
Well,
next one.
the
Whatever.
thing
How
is,
did you
we
feel? Well,
go ahead, go ahead, Red Beard. Sorry.
how did you feel about how what Dave Chappelle said when it came to, he said, I make these jokes about gay and LGBTQ. I make all these jokes and shit, and it doesn't come from hate. It comes. He said it comes from jealousy, because how the hell is this movement doing so goddamn well?
So,
Hmm.
Mm.
so
Mm.
that's a so in other words,
Because honestly, you look at the black the civil rights movement, and then you look at the gay rights movement, and the gay rights movement in just a short amount of years got elevated way past where the civil rights movement got.
right.
It took
So
years
Good
and years
point.
and years.
right.
Yes.
So there is a. Hmm, I want to say something, but oof. So I'm trying to say this without.
Wait, hold up. Peanut has something.
What is worse is the religion zealots and some military that are against it. That's true,
Absolutely.
Peanut.
No doubt.
Absolutely, Peanut.
Everyone,
Yep.
yeah,
Absolutely.
every group has their haters in it, but like
Yeah.
they're
But even
they're
more so when it comes to the church, they've been really against it, even though they do some gay shit too.
But
But I
that's
call
also
that's
another
called
big
being a
thing.
hypocrite.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
sorry, but I don't know gay people that fuck with little boys. I know preachers that do. But anyway,
Sorry, hey.
I'm just saying. But the Pope just like, well, y'all go ahead.
Listen, at the end of the day, is for me at least, is all about acceptance. And
Right.
I got a chance to watch the special twice. Um, while hilarious, there were some parts that were a little questionable, but I felt like he backed up everything that he said. So he made a joke about it, but then he also gave the information that he has to represent and really stick up for what he believes in.
Hmm.
He's calling himself what everyone else decides to call him, which was transphobic. But I feel like he's not.
No.
I feel like he's decided to stick up for people, and now he's deciding to completely stick away from the situation, so that way, he people realize that that's not all that he's about. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think the next special that we would get to see in the next couple years, he's gonna refrain from saying anything like that. But if things get better, then we'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, it's in the gay and trans community, and that's what a lot of people fail to realize. A lot of people they're fighting for not only to be accepted in the normal world where they can be able to marry each other, but accepted by everyone else. I've had friends that decided to come out to me because they felt comfortable talking to me, but didn't want to say nothing to me because they felt that they would lose me as a friend. So at the end of the day, it's all about acceptance.
Hmm.
I mean,
Actually,
hell,
that was how me and Al met.
that's how all of us met Al, technically. I mean, just to be honest.
Yeah, well,
But also
And
at the
it's a
same
listen, man.
story though.
Yeah,
Good story.
I mean,
true story, bro.
I,
And
Yep.
honestly, I make jokes and I get pegged as homophobic and all this shit. But honestly, when I first met Al, I thought the complete opposite spectrum. I paid no attentions to any of the little signs, so much so that I had no fucking idea that this man was of that persuasion. And when they finally told me, I was like, this nigga, really? What, for real? Y'all niggas are lying. Stop playing with me. For real?
actually, yeah. I mean, I got to confess too. Like, I didn't find this shit out until after college.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, like after graduating, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
you know,
honestly, I really didn't care when he told me because I have family members who are gay. So, like, my favorite uncle is gay, and
Your favorite one.
like, yes, my favorite one. I will
Everybody,
say it, my
everybody got
favorite
that
one.
one favorite.
Even though he doesn't watch this shit, but my
um,
favorite.
Echo, pull up Peanuts. Comment.
I shall.
He said, "I think this is Dave's last special." I
Oh yeah, he
believe
did say it was his final.
It's his final special for now.
Netflix.
It's his
He's come out
final.
with something around.
Yeah, it's his
Yeah.
final Netflix special. He was contracted to do a bunch of Netflix exclusives, but he's absolutely
did it,
gonna
though.
do some more specials. He has to
You
do
know,
it. Yeah, he did
you
6
know
of them.
why?
Shit.
You know why though? Because Netflix was good to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Netflix was good to him, and him and Netflix kind of are leaving off at a on a good foot, and I'm pretty sure they understand why, and they
Right.
don't mind it. They get it.
So I just
Exactly.
want the one thing I wanted to say, but I know it's going to be a little controversial. I think a lot of times when it comes to uh, the trans community and Dave Chappelle, and a lot of times I always think it's like, uh, uh, thank you, Sir Wednesday. Sir Wednesday. I think the problem I have, I've kind of had as a gay black man is that I think a lot of times white trans uh, people have a louder voice than the black ones do. And I think a lot of times when it comes to problems, it's always the white trans ones. And I never really see like some of the black trans people jump out and say anything, right? After the fact, yes, but never really see the ones who are the first ones to say anything, you know what I mean? Or have the
Uh-huh.
problem. And
Mhm.
I always wonder why is that is, right? I think Dave kind of threw that out there too, like to see like the difference, like between because I'm pretty sure the people that had complaining were and then I think the what is it? Glad said something, and then somebody else, like the Black Coalition, something like that, said something,
Mhm.
and that was a shocker for me to see that too. And I'm just like, okay, and it's like, okay, well, does every trans person have a problem with Dave, or just certain ones?
Bro,
That's always been my
we
that's
just
always been
live in
my
a
question, and I know I can't be like ask everybody, but that's always been my problem. It's like, so certain ones have a problem, do and the other ones don't, or they just don't care. They're still
it
living
should
their life.
because it should just be a case by case basis. Everywhere it shouldn't just be blanket. It shouldn't just be everyone. It shouldn't just like with this society nowadays, and it isn't just the LGBTQ. It's every goddamn group. Everyone is so fucking reactionary and wants to be and they want to be oppressed for some fucking reason. They all want to be fucking. They want to be fucking mad. They want to be fucking offended. That's the biggest fucking word that came out in the last 5 years. I'm offended. Offended. I'm offended. Well, fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you're offended. What the fuck? Being offended doesn't do anything to you. It's not like I offended you and then I stomped on your goddamn toe. I said something. It's not like anything is gonna happen to you.
Facts.
I think a lot of times when people say they're offended, it's the fact of like,
To get a
do you
reaction.
realize that what you said hurt me, and do you do
And
you
that's
acknowledge
okay. But
it?
that's
But do you
okay. But
acknowledge
why
the
do
fact that
you
you hurt me?
why
I think.
why do I need to acknowledge it? Why do I need to acknowledge it? It doesn't because at the end of the day, you are the one who can choose to give a fuck or not give a fuck because that person has no say on what you do with your life. That person has no say on what it is that
It's
you fucking. So it really just comes down to the individual.
it's
Why are
technically an
you
opinion,
why are you
basically.
Yeah,
putting yourself to the point where I'm just gonna get mad? I'm gonna hold all these feelings in because that
right.
person said something. It's fucking
So
ridiculous.
when you say that, I go back to people's mental health, which it's a lot of people's mental health has deteriorated
Sure.
since, I would say, a little bit before the pandemic, but during the pandemic even more. So
Even more,
mental health
yeah.
has been a real problem lately, and not just with gay, straight, or with everybody. And I think a lot of times when we internalize a lot of the things people say, and it turns right. So then it goes into, does this person hate me? Do I hate myself? So there's a lot of mental health issues that happen, and a lot of times, like, when we do say something that is offensive, we don't we the person that's saying it don't really interiorize it that much, but the person that's affected by it realize, oh, like, damn. uh depending on the subject depending on the subject, it does have an effect, right? So words do have an effect, because the person, you don't know what you say to a person that can drive a person to commit suicide
Yeah.
or hurt themselves. So words do matter. Words do have effect.
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry to say this, but if I say something that offends you and then that causes you to go kill yourself, that's not my fucking problem. I'm not the one. You're the one who didn't fucking go and get the help that you needed. If you know that you're this kind of person and you have mental health issues, get help because it's
Right.
because we live in a world where not it's this isn't a hug box. People can't hold your fucking hand all your life. You're gonna run into adversity. That's just what life is. Again, it's a human experience. So
Right.
I
But at the
mean,
same time, you have to acknowledge the fact that this person is hurt.
But again, it's a case by case
It's a
basis.
It's
case by case basis.
it's always case by case because
That's what I said.
again,
Yeah.
you're gonna take it as, now I'm talking to you directly, Al. I'm talking to
Yeah.
you and I say something homophobic as a joke. Now, if you get offended by it, you let me know. But
Right.
if you're not offended by it, it's a joke at the
Yeah.
end of the
Exactly.
day.
I'm like,
It's between me and you. Now,
right.
if I didn't know you and I knew that you were gay and I decided to bash you and attack you, like completely berate you, that's a completely
You
different
would
conversation.
disappear with guns.
But that's what we need to really, take it for, like, it's a difference between me and you joshing around
Yeah.
versus me being a complete asshole and not giving a fuck about the LGBTQ community and just saying, you know what, fuck you, you're disgusting, you're this, you're that, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
and
And
that's the
then,
thing is like
you know,
I'm not even talking about those situations. Those situations are
Yeah. That.
fucking are that's completely reprehensible and that shouldn't happen to anybody.
yeah,
But
it shouldn't.
again, I'm talking about the parts where people are just ignorant and then they say something just offhandedly without thinking about it. And they think it's a joke, blah blah, and then nobody really says anything, or the other person who's affected by it, the person who's affected by it decides to internalize it and shit, and like that's the problem. Again, just like Sir Wednesday said, no one has the power to make you feel inferior unless you let them.
Right on.
Yes, sir. Wednesday. I said joshing.
I mean, like I said, I think it's on a case by case basis. That's how I feel about it.
But
before final words, anybody final words on the Dave Chappelle controversy? Final words.
Love everybody.
Okay.
Damn, took my words. Shit.
Redbeard.
I thought it was fantastic. I agreed with just about everything he said, except for Space Juice.
Okay. Echo.
That threw me off a little bit.
That really did too, a little bit.
The Space Juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it twice. I was like, I don't get it.
I understood the joke. It just wasn't that funny. I just love that he said that he saw that it bombed, and he said, "I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it again later."
Which is funny to me because no person in the Jewish community came after him.
But because it really wasn't about Jews.
I know. It was just.
But again, that's what circles it back to cancel culture within the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, you just gotta. A lot of people just go. They react. They just say, "Oh, he said this. I hate him," but without really sitting
without context.
Understand context. Context is very fucking important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Echo.
No, it was pretty fun. It was very funny as usual, but very educational at the same time. Because it was good to know that even though he dumped all those jokes at people, he just like Man with No Nickname said, he backed it up and explained all these different things from what he said and what other people have said, and backed up each and everything that he's mentioned. So I did appreciate that with that whole thing. Right. So, and you said you haven't seen it yet, right? Black Caesar?
Not yet, but that's going to be on my things to do list right after this shit's over.
Well, anyway, that is the show for today. Thank you guys for watching our show. Hopefully, you caught earlier today when we were talking about our murderous intent with childhood games turning into Squid Games with guns.
Shout out to Peanut in the chat, keeping the chat live and everything. Sir, shout out to Sir Wednesday.
That's right. That's right.
And Peanut, we see your murderous intent too, bro.
That's right. We do.
I don't know who Peanut is, but I don't want to fuck with that, bro.
Thank you. Anyway,
take your ass to sleep.
What?
Tell us, Sir Wednesday, take your ass to sleep.
This one was a loaded one, bro. We should something like this. We should do like a longer show sometime.
Yeah, of course.
I
definitely want to bring in some guests.
I feel like we could have gone.
Conversation.
Okay.
I'm
just saying. I think we could have gone a little longer on this one, just from the simple fact of what the conversation was. But okay, we got it. We'll get back to it.
Hey man, I mean, hell, maybe we can dip into this a little longer next week or something.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, if you guys want to know all the places that we basically do all of our content on, audio and visual, it'll show up here for anybody who's seeing this when it's taped. For anybody who's not, you can go to our Instagram, and you can go to our Twitter and ask all the questions you want about what we talked about today. Give your comment about your favorite childhood game turned to Squid Game or whatever. And I'm not going to put that fucking number up, Sir Wednesday, because nobody calls that fucking thing.
Oh, shit, son.
just to let everybody know, we'll be working on a Discord soon. So if people want to actually come in and come in while we're streaming, you come in and say what you need to say. Uh,
I was
that
just getting to that, but thank
we're
you.
working on Discord, so that number won't be used. So everybody can call in on our Discord and
Thank you.
and speak they say, and yeah, and we'll leave it at that.
And
And don't
also,
forget to follow us.
yes, and also if you are watching this on YouTube, go check us out on our Twitch. And you can go check out my main man Roundhouse on his Twitch. You know, he's gonna. And also, make sure you guys check out our sponsor for the episode.
Sir Wisdom. Jesus Christ.
Fuck you. And you can check us out on our. You can check out our sponsor here at Wild Bill's Craft Beverages. Go to their website, drinkwildbills.com. Put in the code True Story Bro. Get yourself anything for 10% off on all purchases. They have the great mugs. As you can see, they got soda. They got snacks. They got coffee. They got all the shit that you can go for your con experience or just have around the house in a nice robe. That is drinkwildbills.com. Put in the code True Story Bro. Get yourself 10% off.
No bull, just bills.
I was just gonna say that. No bull, just bills. Thank you,
Sir
Wednesday. Oh my God. Go ahead. Take us out.
And so with that closing, we will be at Rhode Island Comic Con. The 5th through the 7th.
5 of us will be. Unfortunately, one of us has to work.
Won't be there. We will be missing him.
He'll be there
in spirit.
But we'll be there the 5th through the 7th for Rhode Island Comic Con. We're going to be doing some interviews. If you see us there, come say hi. You know, if you want to interview, you know, say you like us, whatever. And
talk shit to us. We'll talk shit back. Whatever.
Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment on our YouTube or our Twitch.
Or really Twitter 24 hours a day.
Yes. Hit us up on Twitter, please. And with that being said, good night.
Later, guys.